Ireland have beaten England at the T20 Men's World Cup in 2022. This is absolutely historic stuff, and it was a brilliant performance from them, by the way. It wasn't kind of fluky in any by any stretch of the imagination. They started brilliantly. They had a bit of a late collapse with the late batters, and then they gave England a very attainable target, and then we just bowled brilliantly until Moeen Ali came on, and then it was like, oh, this is getting all a bit hairy, and then the rain came.
Saved us. We'll have to get Balbirnie or some of the lads on for sure off the back of this.
The rain gods are Irish.
You can see some of the Irish fans as well in the crowd with their leprechaun hats and all the rest. The couple of beers. The English don't look too happy, but I mean, what a moment. And I think the way the game was going, rain or no rain, Ireland were playing well. Moeen Ali was kind of doing the job, but look at the Irish fans, absolutely loving it. Irish fans in Australia are going to get their money's worth in terms of sport between this and the Women's World Cup next year and plenty of other bits.
And the good weather and the great lifestyle that they have, you know. And Zach Tooley signed a new contract to become the most playing Irish person ever in the AFL. It's going pretty well at the moment. That is absolutely sensational.
Yeah, the BBC calling it dreadful England slipped to 86 for 5 against Ireland. That's the latest headline.
Look into my veins.
That's their latest headline on the live blog. But that's a hugely significant result for Ireland, not in overall terms in the history of it, but also in terms of the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to give them a huge boost in the group. As I say, I think they play Afghanistan later in the week, so if they can get a win there, they'll be in a really good spot. But yeah, there's the Irish players celebrating now in the lashing rain to the fans in the stadium.
Gee, is it raining? I hadn't noticed.
And that is just fantastic. That is fantastic.
Class. Yeah, M&S in the comments, got you lads on my TV and 5 Live Sports Extra on Alexa. Jonathan Agnew breaking it, lads. Then he said 3 minutes. Then he said coming down heavier, they've said. Then he said we've won. So everyone thanking M&S in the comments for the live updates. Yeah, that's brilliant. It's brilliant. And I only wish we could hear the English commentary on the TV just to... That's why you always, when you're watching England at a major football tournament and they start losing, you could be watching on an Irish channel, but when they start losing, you switch straight over to the English channel just to hear the commentary and the despair in the voices.
T20 is the type of thing that could easily catch on.
Yeah. Well, this has been thoroughly enjoyable. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, it's a very enjoyable format. And I know we're saying it's raining and stuff, but there's a good chance Ireland would have won that match if it did go the full way. So credit to them for their...
We were favoured at that stage.
For the win. So they win by 5 runs on the DLS method, I think. Is that what the screen is telling us there? So Andy Balbirnie top scoring with 62 as well. He was excellent earlier on. And it's a brilliant result because, as I say, they were brilliant in the first 10 overs. Then it kind of unravelled a little bit. But the bowling effort then in the early stages was fantastic. And now all the players making their way over towards the fans there. Some great scenes.
Trying to hug while holding on to the beer glasses as well. That's not an easy thing. Trying to do two things at once. Great scenes. Barry McCarthy as well, who got the 5th.
You can't say they haven't deserved it, says Daniel Harris on the Guardian Live blog. It's been a brilliant performance for them again, and I'm already envious of the night they're going to have. But this is a serious cricket team. Let's not pretend to the contrary, and they've made their own history. Glorious stuff. Glorious cricket.
Shifty lad in the comments as well. Commentary is being very complimentary, lads. They said it's well deserved. Fair play to them. The plucky English giving it to us.
You can't do it anymore. Nathan Johns, good morning to you. How are you?
Morning, how you doing?
Can you
good
maybe...
afternoon, good evening here.
Yeah, can you put some context on what we're witnessing on our screens here? This is incredible, isn't it?
It's incredible. And the last time, look, everyone remembers 2011, Kevin O'Brien. The last time Ireland played England in T20 cricket actually was the World Cup in 2010, and it was complete reversal. Ireland were in a winning position and the rain came and cost Ireland the chance to win, and there was no result. Today, I have to say, if there was 2 more balls there, or even 1 more ball, England probably win this game. Moeen Ali was on strike for England. Ireland were bowling their spinner, Gareth Delaney. Moeen Ali loves spin. He had 12 runs off just 3 balls in that over. England were 5 runs behind where they needed to be. He hits the next ball for 6, and then it starts raining. Game over, and England win. This is how fine the margins were. So look, it's from the Irish point of view, it's a bit of redemption from 2010 and what happened there. A win's a win, and Ireland were very good value for their win. And look, they were very poor at the bat at the end of their innings, and the fact that the rain came meant that England didn't get a chance to make up for that at the end of their innings. So there's some poetic justice there for sure, but it's massive. Look, anytime you win a game at a World Cup as a country like Ireland, where cricket's such a small sport, it can't be overstated how big it is. And look, England, Melbourne cricket ground, it's all the superlatives are certainly deserved.
Ireland bowled well, England batted poorly. Is that the general consensus, Nathan?
At the start, yeah, I think the huge moment, second ball of the innings. Josh Little gets England's captain out, Joss Butler. He's their best batter probably, and he's one of the favourites to be the top run scorer at this tournament. And he nicks off second ball, so that set the tone. Look, Ireland could probably put this game to bed a lot earlier. There were 3 drop catches as well as the lads bowled. They've dropped 3 catches now. 2 of them didn't really come back to bite them. The batters who were dropped got out relatively quickly after that. There was one drop where the player went on to score 12 runs after he was dropped. And in a game like this, where 5 runs is the margin, you're flirting with trouble there. But look, it was an excellent bowling performance. I thought Andrew Balbirnie, the captain, manoeuvred his bowling changes really well, who to bowl and where to bowl them. He gave his best bowlers, Adair and Little, more time at the beginning, more time than they're used to in the game. Probably with one eye on the fact that it might be raining, and you're better off. You don't want the rain to come and think, God, we wasted our best bowlers. So look, there's an argument to say he could have bowled them more, but a special mention must go to Fionn Hand as well. He's his first World Cup game, only his 3rd international game, and he comes on and second ball he gets rid of Ben Stokes, who again one of England's biggest players. So there's a lot to unpack here and a lot to digest, but yeah, it's fantastic. I'm looking here at the Irish players going to the stands, celebrate with their families, and it's ridiculous.
What's the age profile like of this team? Because there's definitely a few young fellas who we're going to see for hopefully the next decade.
It's mixed. The likes of Sterling and Balbirnie are in their 30s, but even someone like Paul Sterling, he's been around he was there in 2010 actually, for like Emma mentioned. But he was so young when he started. He's only 32, and he's probably the most experienced player in this team. So, but yeah, Josh Little is early 20s. Harry Tector's 22. Gareth Delaney's 25. Lorcan Tucker, who batted very, very well today, he's in and around that age as well. So yeah, no, look, there's a lot of young guys in this team. There's an argument that the depth isn't where it needs to be, but certainly the 11 that was on the field today, look, that 11 the bones and core of that team will be together for a long time to come. That is for sure.
Nathan, last question for you, Nathan. The rest of the competition, look, I think everybody would still expect England and Australia to come out of this group, although maybe this really damages England's hopes. But what do you expect now from Ireland for the rest of the matches they have?
Well, look, the narrative out of this camp ever since the West Indies win was they had a free hit. They had 5 games no matter what. And let's be honest, they weren't going to qualify for a semi-final. So we'll just take some scalps and get through. And they've done that. They've beaten England today. They got Afghanistan on Friday. They beat Afghanistan 3-2 in a series in Belfast in August. So look, that's a very winnable game. And then you've got a crack at the hosts in Brisbane in their own country, Australia. They're struggling. They had a come from behind win last night, but they lost their first game. And New Zealand look to be a really good team. Actually, New Zealand are playing at the MCG now, provided the rain stays away. So we'll see how they are. So look, Ireland should definitely be targeting at least one more win from this group. For those who delight in such skullduggery, this win really puts England under the pump. They've got to play Australia and New Zealand still, and probably one defeat in those games, which is very likely given the way T20 cricket can fluctuate. That's probably them out of the tournament. So it's a big win on multiple levels.
Nathan, enjoy whatever is about to happen down there. It sounds like it's going to be madness for the next while, and I know you've got loads of work to do. But thanks a million for joining us. Cheers.
Thanks, Jared. Cheers.
It's Nathan Johns there giving us immediate reaction from the MCG in Melbourne. Right, well, that's not a bad morning. It's set things up nicely for us. Owen Morgan's on commentary for Sky, by the way. He's at the ground.
Is he happy? Or?
He looks pretty happy, I have to say. Like, he seems to be suppressing a smile.
The party in Melbourne is going to be scandalous.
Right. There you go. Carl, good stuff. Thanks a million for joining us this morning.